Hello, dear friends, and thanks for tuning into Taste Radio, the #1 podcast for anyone building a business in food or beverage. I'm Ray Latif, the editor and producer of Taste Radio, and with my co-hosts for this episode, John Craven, Jackie Brugliera, and Mike Schneider. This episode features an interview with Nicola Hart and Leon Pullen of Agua de Madre, a London-based brand of water kefir and functional beverages. Love that brand. Such a good brand. I miss being in London, but I'm so happy we're here in California, more specifically in Marina Del Ray, California, just up the road from Jackie Brugliera and the team at the West Coast branch.
Yeah, we drove up this morning, you know, a lot easier travel than flying cross country. So I'm well rested.
I don't know. We kind of flew cross country from Boston, but here I am, you know, just having landed about 2 hours ago. I'm feeling fresh. I'm feeling good.
Yeah, I feel like
you really are feeling fresh and good?
Stop.
After what happened?
Stop.
Yeah, I feel like you all packed it in already. You've been here.
We've been here for 20 minutes, and we've been to Joxer Daily to watch the Arsenal United match, which had a great result.
Yeah.
Okay, so Mike got that out of his system, folks, and I'm happy he did. But
I set him up for it.
yes.
Moving on.
I tricked Kartik into going there.
Oh.
He didn't know it was a Gooner bar.
Oh, no.
Kartik Das from Dusra, who is participating in the NOSH Pitch Slam on Friday. And we are here for BevNET's winter events, beginning with NOSH Live, which begins tomorrow. That is Thursday, December 5th. And it continues on December 6th. Of course, BevNET Live on the 8th, 9th, and 10th, and Brewbound on the 11th and 12th. If you don't have your tickets yet for BevNET Live or Brewbound Live, there's still time. And I highly recommend, as we've been talking about for months now, it seems like, to get your tickets. This is going to be, both events, the events of the year for each industry. You got to come. And I got to tell you, I'm liking the setup already. I came upstairs, or more specifically, I came downstairs, and I saw the team putting everything together. You know, I'm excited. It's like, this is like the calm before the storm.
It is.
And it really feels like everything's kind of coming together in a really
Samples
good
are
way.
coming in.
Yes.
I love
One
day
to
zero.
ones are getting
you
set
know,
up.
This is day zero.
Totally.
Yeah.
And it's even better when I get surprises. So Ryan Coleman from Hike Hopped Seltzer dropped off not only some of his delicious seltzer, but a T-shirt for me, specifically for Ray. Yes, Jackie's
Love
got
that.
It says
He
for
had
Ray and
this
only
note.
Ray.
Yes. And this is a pretty cool T-shirt, isn't it?
That is cool.
Yes.
Hike. Do you go hiking?
In a blue shirt and a hat. Yeah.
The brand name is spelled Hike, and on the back it's very Liquid Death-ish in terms of its.
What is that?
Looks
Yeah.
like a skateboard. It's like
Or
looks
like a
really
metal
trashy.
band,
Yeah.
maybe?
It's a three-eyed monster skull. On a
Like
looks
eating
like
a skateboard or
Yeah,
a bike or,
Or
something?
a Space Invader or something.
yeah,
I
it's
don't
very
know.
cool. Well, thank you so much, Ryan, and the team at Hike. Can't wait to see you.
And what's
In a
that
couple
sticker
days.
on your shirt there?
Yeah.
What's sticker?
Oh, it's just part of your shirt.
It is part of my shirt.
What is it?
It's the brand.
Oh,
Wow, that's new for you. Like I'm used to just seeing a pristine blue shirt.
I'm used to just
You're,
trying to get through
adventuring out right now.
It is actually. This is actually a London brand. I don't know the name of the brand, but
Well, it's very cool, right?
Yeah, very
Isn't it?
cool logo.
It is very, very cool. Now, Mr. Craven and Mr. Schneider
Yes, sir.
were kind enough to make the trip to Erewhon on behalf of the entire team.
Thank you.
And came back with.
I didn't get you anything.
Well,
I know.
that remains to be seen.
You're not getting out of the germ warfare shot, Jackie.
That will happen.
Yeah, we're
That
going to
will
go do
happen.
that.
There's a whole bunch of products in a bag that we're going to taste momentarily, but there's a product in a bag that we've been meaning to taste for at least 2 to 3 weeks right now. It came in when I was out of town. And by the way, let's just pause here for a second. While I was out of town, this was the best example of when the cat's away, the mice will play. I listened to last week's episode.
We played.
And it was just.
It was garbage.
It was
Absolute
We were all over the place.
That was terrible.
Okay, it was not garbage, folks.
Yeah.
Obviously, the listeners, let's give them more credit. It was not garbage, but it was a roller coaster of emotions, shall we say?
Yeah.
Okay. But anyway,
I mean, that's what happens when you're surprised. Hey, Mike, you're the host. Surprise.
you are a co-host. While I was out of town, this came into the office. This is what we talked about 3 weeks ago or 2 weeks ago. Pizza Hut's tomato wine.
It's like you're our server right now.
And
Yes.
why does it have a maker's mark, like the Maker's Mark wax.
I know
on
they
the
kind
top.
of like
the wax
fancied
dipped
it
it.
up a little bit.
It is something we've been talking about for a while. So Pizza Hut has launched this product that is supposed to be paired with its triple treat box.
With the cheesy crust?
Yes, with the cheesy crust. And so
We just had tacos. That's close.
we did have tacos at a delicious place called
Tito's,
Tito's Tacos here in Marina. Actually, I think it's in Culver City.
Mhm.
But anyway,
Look at this, sparing no expense.
Yeah.
I'm as
Wow.
as Mr. Craven here opens up, he removed the red wax from the wine bottle. I'm gonna read. This was crafted. This wine that is was crafted from ripe, juicy tomatoes and infused with natural basil.
I don't know. I'm
And
kinda
it was made in
nervous.
partnership once again with Kansas-based Erewhon's Just Beyond Paradise Winery, which is a family-owned vineyard renowned for its creativity and passion.
I'll say this,
Crazy.
Jackie. You have had the germ warfare shot before, and
Yeah,
you know
so-
that this cannot taste worse than that.
That's true. I don't know though. Oregano, basil.
Okay.
Who knows?
So just for listeners who don't know what Mike was just talking about, germ warfare is a functional shot that is
Mhm.
available at Erewhon.
Mhm.
And apparently, it is something that is given to new employees of BevNet because I saw Monica.
It's not hazing. It's to make sure you have immunity.
Well, I
It's
saw
for immunity, and it also, for me, it knocks my system into place
Mhm.
too. Like it's cured my jet lag twice. And so Jackie and I tried it, and then we had Amanda try it. It was not for her. She took a little sip, and she's like, "Nope."
Okay, so once
Hold
again,
on, we've got to
Amanda
all
Smirlinski.
try this.
we're
at the
going
same
to, but
time.
I do want to keep on this germ warfare shot for
Yeah.
a second because I saw when
We're
I was
so
che-
distracted.
when
love
I was
it.
checking in, I saw
Mhm.
Monica Watfors, who's
Mhm.
NOSH's managing editor, and she said, "Yeah, Mike gave me this germ warfare shot," and he's like, "Oh," I was like, "Oh." And apparently, it's a rite of passage thing. I'm like,
Yeah.
"I never did that." She's like, "No, you didn't," and I'm like, "No," but then again, I
I've done
came
it.
in a while ago.
Yeah,
so.
I don't know. It just like burns everything in your nostrils and your throat. But
Yeah.
afterwards, you feel accomplished and you feel like you're going to be good for the next 8 days as far as
I
your
mean,
Why don't I just do a shot of bourbon instead then?
I
you
don't
could
know.
you could
That's
do
like
that if you want.
toxins.
You could do that if you want. This is a lot. This is a lot harder to do than a shot of
Yeah.
bourbon.
Okay.
I can smell this.
All
from
right,
All right,
over
here we
hold,
go.
here.
hold on, hold
The
on, hold on.
unknown
Let's
here.
give
Ooh.
let's
Oh
give
my-
folks
Oh
who are,
God, I smell it.
It's
It
tomato.
smells like pizza.
Pizza
Yeah.
Hut cork.
let's give folks who are not watching the video some context about the wine.
know,
Okay,
I
so the
don't know.
color of the wine actually looks like a sort of a raspberry Kool-Aid-ish
Yeah, Kool-Aid for sure.
kind of color.
The nose on it
there's
just makes me nauseous.
Almost no viscosity. There's very few legs on this.
It's really weird. It smells a
Yeah.
bit like a tomato and a flower. And
It like kind of gives me the chills.
did you drink it already?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay. Once again, I will be on the Pizza Hut side of things here. I bet this would actually taste pretty good
It's
with
the aftertaste.
It is not that bad though.
Pizza. It's not terrible.
It's really
not terrible.
It tastes like wine.
It
It's
just
not-
lingers though.
No,
It
this
lingers.
tastes like someone took a cheap bottle of wine
Mm-hmm.
and then someone ate a bunch of Pizza Hut
Yep.
and like burped in the bottle.
That is what it is. That is it.
Yeah.
That is. I.
And all I can think about is I just have their burp in my mouth.
Yes, there you go.
Okay, well, I guess we can expect that the folks from Kansas-based Irvine's Just Beyond Paradise Winery will never attend BevNet Live. I mean, that was just pretty rotten a thing to say
Okay,
about
well-
a wine.
that's
Sorry.
gotta be you guys.
In fairness, I'm sure their core products don't have the basil and the whatever makes it taste like Pizza Hut.
I hope not.
If that wasn't the funniest thing anyone's ever said on this podcast, it was top 5. I have their burp in my mouth.
And it's lingering.
Yeah, I don't hate it. I think it's
You're kind.
I
not that
just
bad.
feel like it's something where, you know what, I don't think your Moscato white Zinfandel drinker out there would like this at all.
No.
The approach is awful.
Yeah.
Like as it's coming toward you and you're about to take off
Yeah.
and you bring it up to your nose. You're just like, "Oh,
And then the first taste isn't bad. I think it's just the aftertaste. It's the nose and the aftertaste.
it's definitely like a tomato that's just gone sour."
It's
Very
You know?
tomatoey.
Yeah,
It's
but
very
but
tomatoey.
It's not sweet though.
but
I
it's
mean-
a rotten tomato.
Yeah.
What doesn't make sense with this is usually don't you want wine to kind of complement what you're eating? This is like,
We're not eating anything.
It's
though.
like you
but
put-
no, but they're
But it's like you
talking
put the
about
food
pairing
in
it-
the wine.
Right, they're talking about pairing it with the pizza.
I
so
feel like
you're
you
having
could
like
dip your cheesy
pizza-
stick into the wine. It's like kind of like marinara
Anyway.
sauce.
You know where this could work actually. So there's a bar, and I interviewed the
Nowhere?
founder, the co-founder of this bar. There's a bar in New York. It's very well respected called Double Chicken Please.
Mm.
And so that place, the cocktails are supposed to represent a specific food. So they're supposed to taste like food, whereas the food is supposed to taste like drink. So the whole thing is kind of reversed. So perhaps Pizza Hut's tomato one belongs at Double
That's
Chicken
true.
Please.
I don't understand what you just said, Ray.
It's kind of like I've had like a Tom Yum soup cocktail before.
You wanna
Yes.
the good news
that's
is-
a good. I like that a lot. Well
we
done.
brought more samples from Erewhon.
Okay. You just,
Hallelujah.
By the way, you just reminded me of something. So we're recording this on a Wednesday. Before you pull that out.
Sorry.
So my favorite bar in the whole world, employees only, at least the employees only in Manhattan,
Thought you
is
said
having
Dan
their 20th anniversary party tomorrow night in New York City.
Are you going?
I
Obviously
wish I were
not.
going.
I could see you doing a crazy
Yeah,
flight
I
like
would have.
that.
I would have flown.
The Taste Radio
Back.
Jets in the
Yes.
shop. So
But I was invited to go, and get this, they have a Negroni friggin' fountain at this thing.
Oh,
They're going
wow.
to, yes.
Wow.
And I'm
you would
missing
not
it.
drink from that.
What do you mean? I know. What do you mean?
Like,
Like,
do you
put
go
my
in with
face
your
in it like a
little, like-
bubbler? No.
Yeah,
Go in with your little cup and fill
Yes.
up? I
Yeah.
don't know.
that
You don't
sounds-
seem like
no.
a
It's all-
fountain or fondue person
No.
kind of thing.
Fondue? Hell no. Okay. Oh my God. You just made me sick thinking about that. Okay. No, but Negroni, it's all alcohol. So it's like, you're not going to get sick from drinking
That's
alcohol.
true.
I mean-
That's true. I mean, you could.
That didn't make any sense.
He does have somebody else's burp in his mouth. So
That's true.
Okay. All right. Well,
That got more weird.
I think we're past Pizza Hut. Thank you so much to the folks from Pizza Hut for sending us some
Thank you.
product. We really
It
don't.
was interesting.
Yeah, it's not as.
I've never
yeah.
tried anything like it.
how do we get rid of
It was
it?
unique.
Well, we have a lot of other products here.
Okay, let's. We can take everything off the table. Here.
Surprises.
Okay, there's one.
That's a good idea, Ray.
There you go. There's two.
Put it all together.
Okay, so there goes the wine.
Anyone?
Now
take it?
someone
This
gets
is
to
like
drink that.
what's that movie, Gangs of New York, where you just drink the swill that everybody else leaves out.
All right.
All right, where do we start here?
Unknown.
There's a pile and it all looks good.
So we were talking about water kefir at the top of the show. Agua de Madre's water kefir is more specifically. And I have here in my hand a brand called KIF, K-I-F, and they make kefir water. I thought it was water kefir. Now it's kefir water.
It's kefir water.
Take your pick.
I guess it could go either way.
I
okay.
think they might be called keef.
Oh, yes, actually that
That
makes a
would
lot
make
of sense. It's called Keef. And so it's described as a fizzy probiotic drink. This variety that I have in my hand is their passion fruit and lemongrass variety. As John Craven is ripping into some mango, dried mango.
Over there.
What's going
He's
on
got
over
the
there?
giggles.
is it spicy?
What is happening? That's this. Okay, maybe we should.
All right, hold on. We
maybe-
gotta pause for a
maybe-
second.
maybe
John
we-
just ripped into Senor Mango,
Senor Mango.
and he's dying over there. Now,
it
what's so
spicy?
funny? It must be.
A little more leathery than I thought.
Oh,
Okay. So I remember this brand.
you can't
It's pretty hard
eat
to
it.
It's pretty hard to bite.
It's got a little spice kick to it.
It's pretty good.
I remember
It's
this
really
brand
good.
from the Snack Shot event that we did with
Yeah.
with Andrea Hernandez a couple of years ago before Expo West.
Oh, it's spicy.
Dude, I'm dying.
Well, maybe you shouldn't have ripped into the mango before we were talking about Keef.
Well, when I started laughing, I kind of inhaled the spice
Oh,
on it, and it's
no.
like the tickle in your throat.
Okay, this is just see, everyone shouldn't be chewing into the microphone at once. This is why Joe is giving us the stare of death over there. Joe Cratchy, our audio
Joe's like,
engineer.
this is hashtag
good.
shit
He's like,
show.
I listen to this stuff all the time. He doesn't sound like
Why
that.
do you make me do this?
This tastes like it should go with a margarita.
Well,
Delicious.
we have no
Okay.
margaritas, but I'm going to crack
Can
into a can of Flowin'.
Can I see the Senor Mango before we just hop over those guys? So Senor Mango, a brand of dried mango products, obviously. They have some really minimalist branding with it looks like a rabbit almost.
It looks
or
like a
I think it's a
rabbit.
mango.
It's a
with-
mango with ears.
It's a mango
It does
with
look like a
ears
rabbit,
and
though.
shades. What else is on the front of the pack here is that it's made with organic mango. It's vegan, it's kosher, and it's from Mexico with love. Okay.
Pretty tasty.
And it's
Yeah.
spicy.
And it's spicy. Well, this is their mucho gusto variety.
All right, well, back to keef for a
I'm
second.
sorry, their enchilado. Excuse me, their enchilado variety.
That
which is why
stuff
it's
is
hot.
phenomenal, by the way.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
that is a
delicious.
really good product. It's very tasty, and also, it's surprisingly spicy.
Yeah, it's got a kick.
Back to Keef for a second. I met the founder of Keef like 2 Expo Wests ago, and it was almost secret vial then. And now the can has come a long way. It's very psychedelic looking. It definitely pops out on the shelf next to other products. I'm not sure that necessarily you would know that it's kefir water, and I don't know what that's supposed to look like because Agua Madre looks a lot different than the GT's Agua de similar name.
I'm not sure what it is.
They have their own, and then Keef they all look very different, but this is a really tasty product.
I'm still hung up on this because it used to be called water kefir.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden I'm seeing even Agua de Madre calls their products kefir water. When did that
We need
change?
more sample cups.
Maybe more people are understanding what kefir or kefir is. So they're leading with that.
Embrace change, Ray.
Okay. We have passion fruit, lemongrass, and guava basil. Anyone?
Ooh,
Sure.
Is that the
What would you
basil?
like? Yeah.
I'm over here doing my own sampling.
Okay.
Do you guys
This will
sanitize?
complement the Pizza Hut.
Can you pass that to Jackie?
Okay.
Would you like some?
Thank
I
you.
don't have a sketch.
I have clean hands.
Do you?
There you go.
Okay. We'll find out for sure. If I'm not here on
That's
Saturday.
tasty. It's nice and light. It's not sweet.
So Monica Watrous was asking me about it because she wants to like kombucha, but she just can't get over the vinegary
The funk.
funk of it.
Yeah.
This is like super good.
Yeah, it's delicious.
And you know what gives me vibes of my favorite squirt.
Like kind of like grapefruity a little
Yeah,
bit.
the grapefruity action.
Maybe Fresca.
A little bit like that too. This is so good. It's such a good product.
It's
That is good.
crushable.
Okay. It's good.
It's come a long way.
It tastes good.
Yeah.
The branding is pretty good. Is this going to be in Walmart in 3 years?
I hope, but probably not.
Probably
it looks
not.
it looks pretty like.
Okay, so what
Next level,
what would
you know.
get this in Walmart? What does it need to do to get into mainstream retail?
Well,
People need to know what it
It's
is.
first it's a
too.
little too psychedelic looking on the label for the
So-
mainstream.
okay,
It doesn't like jump out at you what it is, and then also guava basils and passion fruit lemongrass are not the most accessible flavors. So, like some of those things would give you a better chance in the mainstream because like it's a really tasty drink.
Mhm. Yeah, it still feels very craft.
You know what I would do?
What's that?
Call it soda.
You
I-
use the S
yeah,
word.
drop the kefir water, drop the fizzy probiotic drink, and just call it soda.
It's not a bad shout. We gave a similar advice to. Hold on, we got to pause for a second. What's the belly button? Belly button. Belly dance.
Belly dance, yeah.
In 3, 2. That's not bad advice, Ray. In fact, Jackie and I gave the same advice to UK brand Belly Dance, who's doing something similar to this. Also a phenomenal product, and brand new.
It is cool that both of them are like taking a very like fun, playful approach. So
Yep.
it's not like very technical and functional.
They should definitely talk to one another
Yeah.
though, because they're both trying to make it into they're trying to make kefir water a thing when they don't need to. Like just like as Ray said, it's enough like a soda to be a soda, and people would love it.
Well, the irony of this is if this were described as a soda 4 or 5 years ago, I'd be like, don't call it a soda.
Right.
So
Soda's back.
in 4 or 5 years, I mean, maybe kefir water is a big thing. Maybe it is something that's a little bit more understood among Americans. I
feel
don't
like
think
this
so,
is
but
like buy with coffee fruit, and they just went away from the coffee fruit and were just like, hey, this is a great
Sure.
water drink.
yeah, and there are exceptions. I mean, I think kombucha, I don't think anyone ever thought they'd see Health Aid and GTs and some other brands in a Walmart, but here they are. But again, I think with this, it definitely acts like, feels like, tastes like a better for you soda. So make it easy for people to understand what it is, how it should play into your daily lives, and perhaps it'll get you into mainstream retailers.
You hit this already too.
What is going
Wait,
on
they
over
You've
there?
been
ate
attacking
one in the
over there.
store? No, I ate that before you guys. Well, you guys were off screwing around watching football. I decided to have a
Okay, so
French
So we
squirrel.
have his scraps.
Yeah,
Mike
these-
has in his hand some French squirrel bites.
The peanut butter chocolate protein bites. These are delicious. Really like the packaging. These are we're in the refrigerated case at Erewhon. Packaging is nice and simple and clean. And we had French squirrel in a Lexington Bakes product recently. So actually had never tried the French squirrel product by itself. So
Their nut butters are really, really tasty.
So my question is, why protein? Why incorporate protein into these snacks?
Why not?
yeah, why not? What else are you going to put in there?
I don't know. Just keep them being.
No one goes
nice
to
and easy
Erewhon
snack.
for that.
Well, let's. Okay. Well, that's a.
No,
that's
but
a-
I mean,
that's a-
I
no,
think
hold on.
this
That's a
is-
fair point. Well, why would you ever make a product just for Erewhon?
I don't know. No, but seriously, I think it's a product that it's got nut butter in it, which naturally has some level of protein
Sure.
in it.
Mhm. Yeah.
You know, they kicked it up a little bit.
It just did, yeah.
What's
this-
a beret or berets?
A beret?
Beret.
Beret.
Like a
The
hat.
berets?
Yeah.
Yeah, beret.
Oh, these are little
Like
hats.
it's a French
Yeah.
squirrel
oh,
beret. It's
oh.
French, a beret.
Interesting.
It is a
Okay.
beret. If I said like that.
It's
Like, why
no,
are
because
these
see,
berets?
this guy's wearing a beret. This little cat
Oh.
mascot on the top.
Interesting.
It's
Okay.
it's hard to see this guy.
Oh, yes.
But yes. I
Yeah,
think
but
that-
totally DNS.
It might be a
Yeah.
dog.
I think we're going to
Not
see
sure.
French squirrel
Might
at
be a
NOSH.
squirrel.
At NOSH
Yeah.
Live.
But again, I think this is something we touched on a couple episodes back. There's protein in everything now,
Mhm.
and I think consumers are trying to figure out what the best consumable for protein is. Is it a cookie? Is it a shake? Is it a beret?
Is it everywhere?
Is it everywhere? And I think for me, if the protein at all changes the flavor and changes what I come to expect for French squirrel, I would not put it in.
Well, you
there.
should try that because it doesn't.
I don't
Yeah.
have any more hand sanitizer.
It's
It
so
doesn't-
decadent.
yeah, it doesn't
It's
sa-
super decadent.
taste like a protein bar
No.
or
Okay, well,
anything.
then
It
they
tastes
succeed.
like a
It's
healthy
nice and
treat.
fluffy.
These
and
are also
delicious.
just to point out. I mean, you know, we got a bunch of this. What is this one?
WBS.
a better for you chocolate chip cookie, 8 grams of protein.
Mm.
We got these Nelly's more refrigerated bars, also promoting protein.
Mhm.
I think what does this one have? 8 grams as well.
What about Choco
You know
Bliss?
what it is, but just to touch on that, I think what adding protein does, especially for the Erewhon consumer, is gives them permission to buy a sweet snack.
Well, yeah,
Right.
but I mean, again, like this was at one point on the side of a Snickers bar too, was protein content. So,
Well, I think they added that after. It wasn't on there for.
like I said, at
really.
one point,
Yeah.
it was something they were promoting on there. So, I mean, it is just like an understood, you know, function that to some degree, I would say next to calories is a good barometer of how much like sustenance a product has,
I
right?
think, yeah.
So I think consumers get that. They're not,
Mhm.
the person who really cares about protein. Do they want 8 grams of protein? No,
Yeah.
probably not. But I mean, this is like the casual, you know, better for you
Yeah.
snack consumer.
You should ask the founder of Sprinkle Bites, who makes sprinkleable protein, like that you can put on desserts and stuff.
What's it called?
Who just Sprinkle Bites. They just applied for Elevator Talk, so you're going to get a
Mm.
chance to have all your questions answered.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like products have come a long way, whereas when you had a protein call out, you thought that it might taste bad because they're adding just like protein, but now a lot of things taste good, and if they have good branding, then you're like, oh,
Well,
I'll try that.
This is also, I think it's different in a snack than a beverage too,
Mhm.
where like some of the beverages that have it added start actually tasting a little weird. But
Yeah.
again, these are like nut butter based. So
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
Feisty Soda's trying to,
Well,
solve that problem as we speak. You know, over in UK where they've got this protein soda, it gives you 10 grams of protein or 12
Mhm.
grams of protein, and still has a little bit of protein taste. I know.
Mhm.
You know, V Cutting's working on that with her parents in the lab, trying to figure out how to make it taste better, and
Mhm.
it tastes good, but it,
Yeah.
you know, continuously it can always be better.
Well, I just want to touch on this Nelly's Organic one more time because this to me does look like a candy bar, which is a good thing. I appreciate the fact because if I'm looking for a candy bar, this looks like a great one. Chunky almond butter, organic whole foods covered in dark chocolate.
Kid.
On the side, if you want to turn to the side, you see soy-free, plant-based,
Mhm.
gluten-free, 6 grams of sugar, which is really great,
Mhm.
and 8 grams of protein and 6 grams of fiber. So there's not, for me, they're not really as in your face about the protein content,
No.
which is better. I like this approach.
Well, I think
Wow.
some of this is just from the nuts. Like, you know, it's not like it's added protein.
Right, but the
Yeah.
point I'm trying to make is
Mhm.
don't overdo or overstate the protein content.
Mhm.
Just be who you are and look as delicious as possible.
So
Yeah.
protein, not protein.
I'd say make it appealing
How
to
is
the
it?
eye and
Mhm.
palate first,
DNS?
and then go functional second. Go function second.
Yeah,
That's
and
just me.
I think just like quality of the product too. Like this says like
Mm.
French squirrel, no refined sugar. Like there's certain call outs that just make you feel like, okay, this is quality.
Right.
And then the nutrition facts backs that up and then makes you feel better about what you're consuming.
Exactly. To your point,
Go to
Jackie.
John. Go to John.
Hold on. Organic whole foods.
I'm just
I love
sitting
that.
over here
Yeah,
with this bar.
What are you doing?
Ray, I took a bite off this bar, and now I'm going to pass it to you because I know it's Ray for you. It looks appealing, but This is like a Butterfinger bar,
Oh man.
Really?
but with real good ingredients.
That's what we've been talking
Yeah.
about. Yeah. It doesn't need to be anything more than that.
Just needs to be a little bit better
I'm
for
gonna
you.
pass this
Yeah.
by Ray because he's not taking it after.
Of course I'm not going to take that. Don't bite right out of that, Jackie.
Yeah,
I'm
I-
not.
Don't
Haven't had
do
my
it.
germ warfare yet.
That is really good.
Super good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we have to end the show now. Thank you very
I
much
like
for
the
listening.
crunch.
We got more
Crunch is
bevs
fun.
though.
We got
All
more
right,
bevs.
let's
We got
drink
so
more
much
bevs here.
I got
Oh,
some.
that's tasty.
I
We
got some.
more Nellies.
I got some flowing.
Flowing.
Natural biohacks. It's the tagline.
What flows?
What is flowing?
Yeah.
Well, this one's a mocha latte with almond milk. It kind of
Okay,
tastes
like
like
energy?
almost like reminiscent of Yoo-Hoo, but with like coffee in it.
So to be clear, it's FLOWIN.
Yes, live in flow.
Okay, live in flow. All right. It looks like Yoo-Hoo.
Someone?
Yeah, it looks like
Someone
chocolate
drink
milk.
this? Scotch?
Is this a new glass?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it a glass?
I feel like chocolate milk's coming back.
It smells like Yoo-Hoo.
Here, have a Yoo-Hoo.
All right.
It's not really like Yoo-Hoo.
In
but-
fact, I think the color scheme is the reverse of Yoo-Hoo. So you have a brown can with yellow font. So it's a Yoo-Hoo, but
Yeah.
better for you.
Yeah, they've got other
It's
flavors.
a little smoky.
Grab this just the cold brew
Yeah.
coffee one too.
What is the smoke from?
Yeah, it is very smoky.
Oh, what's the smokiness?
Someone would have to look at the ingredients.
Some charred
Someone
cacao.
could read.
That's someone who
It
can't
just-
put my glasses
Without
on right now.
glasses, yeah.
Well, on the back here, it talks about biohacks. So you have fulvic minerals, you have B vitamins, you have L-theanine. I bet the fulvic minerals are where we
What
get
does
this-
that even
It's
mean?
good. I like this. I like the smokiness. It's definitely a differentiator.
Mhm.
I haven't really tasted that in a coffee. Maybe I'm just not drinking enough biohack coffee, but because I'm more of a coffee purist. But this stuff's really
Yeah,
tasty.
it is really good.
Again, on the front of the can, it talks about how it's natural biohacks. Natural biohacks is underneath the logo, which is vertical. B vitamins, L-theanine, fulvic minerals, mocha latte with almond milk. I love this product. Where does it go from here in terms of attracting a mainstream audience? I don't know. I think you got to get rid of a lot of the stuff, unfortunately, that make it the reason why Erewhon consumers would buy it. So maybe you get the Erewhon consumer, but you're definitely not going to get the
Yeah.
target consumer.
I feel like it's pretty technical.
Yes.
And like I don't even know what fulvic minerals are.
Yeah.
We'll have to do some research
Yeah.
and report back.
That's the
can-
stuff that makes black water black.
Can I pause here? Can I ask you a question? This is
Yeah.
so yes, it's really great to get into Erewhon as your first retailer.
Mhm.
And yes,
Is
this
it?
would probably attract an Erewhon buyer.
Mhm.
But if you stripped it down and just said it's flown a mocha latte with almond milk, and maybe you put some of the, biohacking call-outs and left them on the back, wouldn't that be a slightly better approach? Or do you think that the Erewhon buyer has to see that in the front?
I don't think it's just the Erewhon buyer. It's just point of differentiation.
You
I mean, it is
yeah,
something.
but like
It's something that catches the eye. I
Also-
mean, we're going to remember it, talk about it. I mean, I think
Yeah,
other
but that's
people will
just us.
too. No, but I think
this
other
is
people
a
will.
pretty
Like,
clean label, though,
Yeah.
for the most part.
Yeah, it's very clean.
It's they found a way to put a lot of things on here, but you can read them all. And I guess the thing that I would say isn't my favorite is that they made Flowin' the hero, and not something more. I don't know. The mocha latte isn't the hero here. They want you to see Flowin' first, and then you're supposed to be drawn in by that, and then natural biohacks, and that's not really big enough if that's what you want someone to like. I'd say natural biohacks and coffee are the heroes here, and then you get drawn in. But what do I know?
Well, again, I think if you're talking about biohacks, how many people? What's household penetration for biohacking? I mean, how many people?
Well, there's
know what
not.
that
But
is?
at Erewhon,
Right.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, how important is it to get into Erewhon to the point where you have to put that in front of can?
yeah, that
I
makes
think
sense.
I think it's a stepping stone.
I think
you
I
know?
think like a lot of brands maybe do things at the beginning and then they go into packaging iterations once
Sure.
they get a little bit of traction, and then they enter into like other retailers and they're asking for certain things.
You still have to make 50,000 cans of this, though, to start out.
Yes, they have lots of friends.
You have to drink a lot of these. So,
I
and
tasty.
I want to be clear to the founders of Flowin. I think you have a great product.
It's really
think,
tasty.
I think you got a lot going on here.
like the liquid's
in a
the
good
most
way.
important thing.
Yeah,
and
yeah. It
you
tastes amazing.
You've
Yeah.
nailed this liquid.
Totally.
Speaking of friends, I made some new friends accidentally today. I took a picture.
Of course, not intentionally. Hey!
Oh! 2-0, Ray. So I took a picture of Better Booch, and in the background of the photo of Better Booch was Remember Kombucha, and the founders spied it on my Instagram. We're like, hey, we're in there too. And I was like, oh, so cool. So we had a conversation. They're going to send some to the office. So I picked some up. We picked some up when we were there to bring to the show to see, taste it. It's Remember is RMBR. And this is like just a cool looking can, and you can't see that it's kombucha very easily. It's like small at the top, and the call outs are on the side. And I think this is definitely an Erewhon style can.
Is that like two faces or is that a butterfly?
Yeah, it's like the electric company. It's a butterfly, but also two faces.
That's cool.
Okay, so RMBR, it stands for Real Memories, Better Rituals.
Yes.
So is it pronounced Rimbar or is it pronounced?
It's pronounced Remember. It says on the side.
Remember. Okay. And this is their creamy Bellini variety. It's made with orange peel and vanilla bean. And it's described as a functional kombucha.
Okay, so this is a kombucha from Monica Watrous because this
is a grape soda. It's pretty good.
This is a kombucha from Monica that does not taste vinegary at all, and it says that on the side that it's not going to. We tried the lavender butterfly pea flower, and now I really wanted to try this orange peel.
Don't.
Or what?
You can't pour into the same cup.
I can pour into the same cup because Ray. Orange peel.
All the germs got splashed back into the can now.
Oh my god.
I never even thought about that.
Are you kidding me?
Here, Jackie.
Thank you for the germs.
Yes.
Oh god. Ray, you are ridiculous.
I'm doing the same thing.
You know, Ray, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
Lost for words over here.
That's a great Kelly Clarkson
So anyway,
song.
the flavor is orange peel and vanilla bean, and it's phenomenal.
Oh, the vanilla's nice.
Don't you like it?
Yeah.
Do you guys want a bliss ball?
No, what's a bliss ball?
Yeah. I'm going to have to take some Tums after this.
It's
Sampling.
a Source chocolate bliss ball.
What's a better for you version of Tums? By
There's
the way?
two of them.
Is there one?
Right, take a bliss ball.
No, I'm good. Thank you.
Here you go.
Jackie, bliss ball.
Oh, Jesus.
I guess I'm having a bliss ball. I hit another ball.
Here you go,
Okay.
Jackie.
For
Did you see that?
for those
Did you
not
see that, Joe?
for those not watching the video, a bliss ball was just popped out of its pouch
On the mic.
and fell onto Mike into a certain place that
We're gonna have
we
a
can't
slow
mention
motion
on the show.
Slow motion replay on that. Well,
you got coconut in
you
your
did
pants,
mention
Mike.
it. You did mention it when you said bliss ball.
Okay. We're kind of running amok here.
Yeah,
So let's
this is getting crazy.
let's wrap
want a
up with
cookie?
this better for you.
I didn't touch it
cookie.
yet.
Okay. So this is WBS.
Yeah.
What does
So-
that stand for?
It's like WCB.
Okay, so WBS,
Represent.
it's a single serve cookie. It's made with 8 grams of protein, right on the front of the pack, 4 grams of fiber. It's described as gluten-free, vegan, and low sugar. It's a chocolate chip variety. It's just like a big cookie.
It looks fluffy.
Yeah.
It does. It's dense. It's a dense cookie, and it's 160 calories for half, and 320 for the entire cookie.
Are you gonna eat some or just
No.
keep pawing it?
I'll
I'm
eat
just
it.
looking at it. So what? But I still don't understand what WBS stands for.
Well, we should read the label and find out.
A wicked big snickerdoodle cookie.
Big snickerdoodle kid.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Okay. Yeah. Are you gonna try some?
I'm going. Oh yeah. I was trying to find out what WBS means.
Maybe it means
World's best snacks.
Oh, I like that.
That
That's a
could
good,
be
good,
it.
good platform.
Spin that up.
Must be somewhere. I don't see.
Do you see a website on there?
Wellness by Samantha.
Oh.
Wellnessbysamantha.com.
Whoops.
Okay.
Thank you, Samantha.
Thank you, Samantha. All right. So apparently we got a thumbs up across the board here, and everyone just had their protein content for the day. No steak for you.
Anyone want a little more pizza to wine to wash all down?
We gotta go.
That's our cue.
That's the Luke Wilson. I gotta go.
I gotta go.